Let's take a look at the housing market data that came in over the weekend. These are homes for sale in the greater Albuquerque area. This is a whole metro Albuquerque area, single family homes. And what we're tracking are homes that are for sale. This is I really like this report. It gives us an idea of where we are and where we're going to be in the future versus what happened in the past with so many of the reports that we see is, looking backwards. Right now, we have a market action index of 44. What that means is we're still slightly in a seller's market, mostly because of lack of number of homes on the market. We just don't have as many homes on the market as we've had historically. To put that in perspective, so if we go down here, and so market action index, just so you know, it's just an algorithm that kind of comes up with a formula. If it's 30, it's a balanced market. Anything above 30 is considered a seller's market. And you can see if we go back to the beginning of 2020, it's pretty much equal with what we are today, which is 46, let's say, and today we're at 47, or basically. So it's about the same. You can see, obviously, in 2021, we had some real peaks. Last year, we had some real peaks, and we know the market was very busy back in here in March, April of 2022. Let's look at some of the pricing indicators. If we look at, let's see, median list price. It's interesting because we've got two different numbers we look at. We look at median list price, and then we also look at price per square foot. And what we're finding is price per square foot, a little more stable there, as you can tell. Price per square foot is up 42% from this point here. So February, first week of February in 22 to today, list prices have gone up 42%. That's pretty substantial. Oh, and again, that's price per square foot. If we look at the median sale price in that same period, closed homes prices have gone up 39%. So very equivalent. Right now, we did have a little bit of a price decline back at the midsummer. I guess it's pulled back a little bit, but recently now, and just in the last few weeks, it started to tick up. Let's go back to median. You can see we peaked out here back in May, June, and then it's pulled back, dipped down here around Christmas, and it's come back up here in the last few weeks. So we're starting to see list prices go up. A couple other things let's look at is days on market, just to compare to a couple of years ago. Average days on market today, and these are homes that are on the market, so and not what's sold. So average days on market right now is 92. That's the 7-day moving average, or 80 in the 90-day moving average. We go back to, again, 3 years ago, 126 days versus 120 days. So days on market up or down about 26% over that time. So homes are turning over faster, not as fast as we saw back at the early summer of last year, but that's still, customarily it's going to be a lot slower than what we're seeing right now. Another one I like to track, it kind of foretells where the market is, how home sellers are feeling about the market, and that's number of homes with price decreases. Right now, we've got 20, let's see, so I'm sorry, I'm going back here. In 2020, we saw about 26% of the homes that were on the market this week have a price reduction. This year, it's about 38%. So we have seen that where generally what happens there is people get a little bit ahead of the market when they're coming up with their list price and have to take a price reduction. Right now, we haven't seen this continue to go up. You can see, obviously, late summer and into fall this year and into early winter, we were seeing a lot of price reductions. That's now pulled back. If that was continually going up, that would be a concern for prices in the future. Now, if you're a home buyer, you got to look at this because home prices do not appear to be pulling back in any significant fashion here in the Albuquerque area. We know it's happening in other markets, but here in Albuquerque, we really don't see that. The last thing I want to talk about, which has really been the story now for the last 3 years, is the number of homes on the market. Right now, again, we're looking at all single-family homes, greater Albuquerque area, so it's all 4 counties. That's a single family. There's 1,000 homes in the market. We go back to the beginning of 2020, there were 1,500 homes on the market. So we have I've got a chart up here. I'm going to look over here. Where did it go? Oh, I don't have the percentage. Anyway, it dropped quite a bit. Now, it's a lot more than last year at this time at about 600, and 2 years ago at about 800, give or take. So we've seen a little bit of more supply versus the last 2 years, but still substantially down from the end of 19, the beginning of 2020. If you want to look at this report yourself and dig into it, you can get it by city, zip code. You can search any city or zip code in the country right here. This report here, again, it's the regional report. And if you want to sign up for this, go to abqhomeprices.com. It'll bring you to this page, and I've got them all linked there. The regional report, the city reports, as well as individual zip codes, because things can vary quite a bit just by zip code